Hey guys, I am here. We are going to find another artist today. I don't think our artist is in the garden though. So let's head on over. Now, most artists that we visited have kept their art or their studio inside their home. This is a fun little outside studio. And there is our artist. Hello.
Hello, hello. How are we doing today?
We're doing pretty good. This month at Canaan Kids, we're learning about creativity. What is your creativity? I see a bunch of stuff going on in here.
Well, I have a propane tank here and an
Ooh.
oxygen tank, and with them, I can create.
Woo!
Turn it down a little bit.
Fire!
So there's a good reason it's not in the house, because we can get pretty hot out here, and I need the airflow.
I will not stand in front of your airflow.
No, you're good. It just needs to be turned up. It was on not working phase.
So, you've got this fun explosive stuff. Are you a fire artist?
Yes. Part of my love of working, where is it? There it is. In the material of glass is getting to work with this flame. But part of it is the flexibility of the material. I can make anything from a short little stick that is strong to a round disc that got dots put on it. The dots can be melted in or they can stay
Oh, how fun. Polka dots.
exaggerated. I can draw on a bubble.
That's fun.
I can sculpt solid like my friend did.
So you are a glass artist. You work with
I work
glass.
with glass. And I can make just about anything I want within size parameters. I'm still learning a lot and still very new to the craft, but I have a transition from old school glass to the new school, so some of that information is helping me progress faster with this.
Okay. So you've showed us your fire and your flame. How does this all happen? I need vision. Okay. I can't clip, I'm holding.
Yes, you can.
Woo!
So the camera is fine, but that will protect your eyes from what is called soda flare. Basically, the glass gets so hot that it projects light.
Oh, cool. You're like a mini star system going in here.
Kind of. Little live, love, laugh. Because why not? Yeah, it is bright enough to blind you with prolonged looking without protection. So what were we talking about?
Creativity, and can you show us what you do? Because
Yes.
I don't think this is something most people have ever seen before.
So I have we'll call it a blank that I made last night from mixing up some color, getting it into a ball and squashing it flat.
You can squash things.
We can squash it too. You can
Squash it, squish it, squish it, squash it.
You can squash.
Ooh.
You can squash squatches if you can find Bigfoot. So we're gonna get this more heated up from what the kiln had it at.
So the kiln,
Oh no, it's got carbon on it.
The kiln was that red rectangle that you pulled it out
That
of?
is my oven. And we use that to control the temperature of the glass, mostly to allow it to soak and all become a uniform temp. either before working and bringing it more up to temp, or making sure it comes down coolly and doesn't crack from
Too hot, too cold,
contraction.
too quick. That makes sense.
The glass, like ceramics, which is also made from glass, or a type of glass, contracts on itself when it cools. So we control the rate that it cools so that it doesn't contract. So we pulled it out of an oven that's almost 1,000 degrees.
Woo!
And to get it molten, we need it to be 2,400 degrees.
I thought it was hot outside.
It's gonna get warmer outside, but it's not even warm out there yet. Okay, what was I gonna do with this? So, the idea I had for this was somewhat similar to my little smiley face.
Yeah.
So, but we're gonna get a little more sculptural with it. Turn this down. I'm gonna add this like a ribbon.
This is a really, really unique craft and skill that you have. What are some of the ways you are able to bless other people with it or show God's creativity through what you do? If you can talk and pay attention to flaming hot molten glass at the same time. I don't know if I'd be able to.
No, I can. I might have to re-ask you what the question is, but yeah. So right now I'm still considering myself a self-promoted, what word was I looking for there?
Artist? Entrepreneur? Businessman?
No, I was thinking even like lower, like in the learning phase.
Student.
I was thinking, apprentice. Apprentice was the word I was looking for. So I'm basically apprenticing myself. But as far as blessing other people, right now I have a friend in the glass world that doesn't have a place to work. And it's a dual blessing because giving him somewhere to work allows me to look over his shoulder. In the long run, I would love to be able to get a bigger studio where I can bring my knowledge and joy of the craft to be the joy of other people.
Awesome. So sharing your blessings and helping to teach.
If there isn't anything that promotes the love of the universe, it would be love itself and the joy that comes from the many things we can do in this life.
Love it. Not to be too repetitive there. That is so cool. So you just took
No pun intended.
a round circle glass that was hot, and you took a thin tube of glass.
So
and
this
you made it hot and you
I
stuck it to each other.
also pre-prepped last night is
Okay.
a mix of two colors that I mixed up like taffy and then flattened and then pulled. And so I made it kind of like a ring. And we're gonna make another ring with another set of the pulled color, but because it was mixed up differently, it's gonna be slightly different color properties. This really cool color happening was the result of a color that likes to react to the fire, pulled thin a bunch of times, and then melted in and mixed on itself. So I don't even have to mix cool colors to get cool reactions. I hear cracking. Unthinkable.
Oh,
Glass-
no!
Glass life.
Sadness.
Glass teaches patience.
I hate those lessons.
They are some of the best lessons though. So it looks like just my dressing or decoration on there broke off, and my blank disc is still looking good. life.
Well, live and learn. Art is full of that, though. Every profession, every artist I can think of, not everything turns out perfect the first time we do it. I mean, we'd rather have it be perfect and awesome the first time. But even experienced artists who've been doing it for years and years and years get stuff that doesn't turn out. Not something I would have initially thought of.
It happens less often the longer you're in a craft, but even the greats still have their, oh, okay. In glass blowing, especially traditional glass blowing, they're called floor models. And there's a lot of the graveyard of that still here. Kind of to remind myself of I am still in a learning position, and I can't be too hard on myself here.
Little odds and ends that just didn't work for some reason. Too hot, too cold.
Some of this is like
Accidentally
this,
fell.
where it's just like, oh, that's not so bad.
That is so cool.
It'll melt in. It'll melt in. Yeah. So this is my little getaway. We'll make it work. Improvise, adapt, overcome.
Improvise, adapt, overcome. That kind of goes with what we were learning last week. We started learning about Queen Esther and how she was created for such a time as that. She was placed in a unique time of history that only she could do something about.
Let's talk about a unique time of history.
Yeah, we're not going to go there. This is a kids video. We try to leave that out of it. I see you've got glass powder here. It looks like sand.
Yep, we call that frit.
Frit?
And it's not as useful in this glass as it is in the glass I was traditionally trained in. But the same premise applies. Is just like the rods of color I have, it is a method of applying color in a more patchwork kind of application or look.
To me, it kind of looks like glitter. Would you use it like glitter? Or not? Maybe? Nope.
You could. I've used it as more of a textural. It'd be similar to this.
Where's my hand? I can't see. There we are. Well, I'm half in the sun and half in the light. Okay. So this video is going kind of long compared to what we normally... Ooh, little treasure chest in there. Keeping them hot.
My oven.
And it does say it's at 962 degrees in there. Woo!
That's after opening the door and letting some of that heat out.
So, one last question. What would you say to a kid or adult watching this that wants to get into something that's maybe a little unique and different? Possibly, I'm assuming all of this stuff is expensive to set up, so there's definitely an investment here. Chasing their dreams in the art realm.
There's two ways to get into it. Make money and buy what you want, which is working hard for someone else to have complete control over what you want to do in your space, or look in the community for someone who has space and is either willing to teach or looking for people to do some of the more basic work. I learned this through my university, but you could absolutely, well, I learned the base skills through the university. You can absolutely get started earlier than that, especially in the community, or just hustling for yourself.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for sharing all of this with us. I love it. I love all of it.
It's mine.
is so fun. Yeah, so thanks for sharing with us. I have no idea what the video looks like now because I can't see it over here. I thought I had one last thing in my head. No, it's gone.
No.
Until next time, kids, we'll see you later. Bye.